Hi there. So I kind of screwed up the first hand, and I forgot to turn on the movie. So all in all, I think it's a good idea. I'll make a. This is the class video for week 7, which is dealing again with when we want to finesse and when we don't want to finesse, and how we finesse, and how we time the finessing, what cards we lead in the finesse. Um, and this is our second week of it. We did this in week 6 as well, and got a bunch of kind of fun hands here. I'll play them against the robot. Playing them, I played them a few times, and we'll see what happens here. We got 7, 8, 9. 7 is 16, so it's a one no trump opener, right? And we get to ask for a statement ask, right? Asking for if we have a 4-card major, which we don't, we'll deny it. And North goes ahead and bids 3 no trump. It's a general rule. You want 25 points for a 3 no trump game or a running suit. Running suits actually make playing no trump easier. But he has 5, 8, 11, 12. So we have a pretty good 27. I forgot what I had. 26, 27 points here. And East didn't open. So we know the points are pretty spread out. We get a club lead, and we're going to want to take the club finesse. We've got the ace, king of spades, ace, king of hearts, ace, king of diamonds, right? 6 tricks there. If we play the ace and king of diamonds, we could make the queen fall, and that would be great. We could, there's other opportunities too with the diamonds, but let's take a look at this first. First thing we want to do is try to catch the ace, right? The ace and jack clubs are missing, right? So if either of them are played, we're happy people. We take the club and lead a club back to drive out the ace. And there it goes. West has played 2 clubs, and that's all he has. East gives the devil his due and gives us our club trick, knowing very well that we have 3 more club tricks. Or maybe he thinks maybe a chance West has something, but can't look very good. And West throws away a heart. So the next thing we want to do is, I probably want to play the heart. Unblock that heart, and let's just see what happens with the diamonds. And the first thing that happens is West shows up. So that means that the West has Queen 9-8. What is that? The 2 of diamonds. He's got 5 of them, right? So he had 2 clubs and 5 diamonds. He had 7 cards in the minors, giving him 6 major cards. We could take a diamond trick here and lead up to the jack of diamonds, giving up the lead. And that's one approach we could take. That would get us another diamond trick. It's got 3. I'm not sure that gets us more than that, though. If he ducks, yeah, then and we just end up. It's not that big of a deal. So let's think of another strategy here. First, let's play out our clubs. And we still have this club, a potential spade finesse, right? 2 spades get pitched. 2 spades get pitched. There are 6 out. There are now only 4 out. He gives up a diamond. If we could just give him to give up that queen of diamonds, that would be great, wouldn't it? He gives up a heart. So there's 4 spades out, right? Sorry. There were 2 spades out already. There were only 4 left. Now there's only 3 left. And we know where they are. Right? We know exactly where the queen is, and we know exactly where the 9 is. He's got the jack of diamonds over there still, queen of diamonds. So we know that this will take the last spade. Oh, that was it. I must have missed one before. So 12 tricks. 12 tricks on this hand, simply by playing out our winners in the club suit and watching the predicament that West was in. So oftentimes this is a situation that comes up a lot. I think I'm supposed to be sitting north. Yeah. Try to do this without disturbing things. Kicking in the glitch. And it was successful. So I'm sitting north. I have 4, 8, and 7, 15. One no trump. This is a very common theme today. And we get a 3 no trump. So not even looking for a 4-card major, not transferring, just saying I have at least 10 points or a good running suit or something like that. 5, 6, 10, 11 points. So we're in that 25, 26 range. It's looking good. We have a long suit in the dummy. We love long suits at no trump, right? We have king, queen, jack, ace of hearts. We got 3 heart tricks. We have 2 clubs already. That's 5. And we have the ace of diamonds for 6. But we have an obvious source of tricks in the club suit. Now the key here is how to play the club suit. We're missing the queen. And we could just play the ace and king of clubs, and it's possible the queen of clubs would be doubleton. But if it's not, that means we're going to give up the lead. And if we give up the lead to West, we are placing ourselves in a lot of danger. We are in trouble then if they happen to be able to lead through to a long spade suit in East. Not saying it's there, not saying it will always happen. I'm just saying if you want to protect yourself and play a safer line, you don't want to put West on lead. So when it comes to this finesse in clubs, what we don't want to do is finesse into West's hand. If we're going to lose this finesse, we want to lose it to East. With a sequence, right, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, with a sequence, start with the lower of the cards that you're going to finesse with. And that way you don't have to fool around with moving back and forth between the hand. You actually don't have to win in North's hand until the second time around. East shows out, throws a spade, a little bit of relief for us if we were worried about a long spade. And now we can play the king of clubs and cross back over to the dummy, and the ace of hearts will bring down the last honor in the club suit. And we get the jack of clubs as well. So we wanted to finesse there, but we wanted to do it in a manner that did not expose ourselves to a problem with the spade suit. Now here we are, we have 7, we have 8, 9, we have our contract made, but there's an opportunity, just it's too good to pass up here, which is to end play East. We've been assuming East has the ace of spades. And if he does, all we have to do is make sure we beat West. Whatever West lays down, you cover it. And now East has to win that suit, that trick. He can take his ace of spades, but the king of spades is no danger so long as East is on lead. And look at that. He was a nice guy and had to kick back the king of spades to us. So, didn't have to do it that way, but it was pretty safe play. And it brought us an over trick that nobody else was getting, unless they did the same thing. So, little end play there, but the main lesson on that hand was to control the lead. We did it twice, right? We controlled the lead when we finessed into East's hand, and then at the end we controlled the lead when we made sure that East won the trick. And we did that simply by covering whatever spade West played. We were going to play one higher, and that way East would have to win, and that would promote our cards. So let's try this one. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'm going to do the other. There's one more north hand. I'm going to do that first, so I don't have to jump around again. This hand is a question of whether we want to finesse or not, or whether there's a better play. We have 7, 8, 9 for 13 points, but it's a really good hand. It's worth a lot more than that. We open one spade, and we get a 2/1 bid. Okay. Game forcing, promising at least 5 hearts. Show another spade, we get a club. Oh, this is well and good. Bid 3 spades. Really just want to play spades. Okay, and we're going to play spades. nice hand in south, right? Two 5-card suits. And stiff diamond, which is going to fall underneath our ace. So we have 3 diamond losers. And then we have the ace king of hearts over there, which means we're going to be able to pitch on a winner, right? The king of hearts is going to be a winner that we can pitch one of our cards on. So we have this club suit, right? With the missing the king queen, and this the jack 10 9 8. And the question is, are we going to be finessing on this hand? Or is there a better play? Well, if you look at your side suits here, we have the ace king of hearts, the ace of clubs, and the ace of diamonds, right? So we have 8 top tricks. If we can score all 8 of those, right, then we're in great shape, right? We probably won't lose more than a spade, right? So that means we should be able to make our contract and extras. And because of that, we might want to think just about taking our top tricks and then cross-ruffing. Might have been better to pitch that club. Maybe not. But I'm worried about this. We're up with the 9. So if at least if it loses the queen. I feel like we've grown that up. I'm gonna play the jack. Okay, so and we had grown up. We could have pitched the club. So I'm not paying attention there. And we get 11 tricks. And actually, had I been playing better, we could have pitched the club on that heart and probably would have gotten roughed by East if that's where it's at. So rush through that. Turns out the high trump is in West. So we get 11 tricks, and there were 12 there with a little bit more careful play. Okay, I'd actually grown up the jack of hearts there, and I could have pitched my losing club on it, but instead I roughed it. Dum, dum, dum. All right, so there again, we have a finesse available in clubs, but nobody says just because this finesse is there, we should take it. Very often there is a better play. Very often there is a better play, and you need to be sensitive to what other plays are out there. All right. Now we'll go back and play some south tricks, some south hands. Let's see first. All right. 7, 9, and 8 is 17, and 3 is 20. We got a 2 no trump opener. And he asked for majors, and I said no. And we played 3 no trump. Now sometimes you have 2 missing cards, right? Look at the club suit here. We're missing the king and queen of clubs, but we have the jack 10 9, right? And when you have a situation like this, you can do something which is called a double finesse, right? You can basically play for the honors either both being an east hand or for them being split between east and west hand. And a double finesse will always work unless the west has both of the missing honors, right? So we have a spade suit that's interesting as well. And if we were to lead up at the king of spades here, right, then we're now in the position to be able to take, and we still have a diamond entry. Jack 10 9, just in case it wins, you want to start with the 9, the lower of the sequence. And it didn't win. He leads the spade back. Thank you. Now we have the queen and jack if we can figure out how to score them both. And he gives us the club finesse. Okay, so we now get another club trick. Let me think now. What we really want to do is unblock, cross the queen of diamonds, take the spade trick he gave us, thank you, and then try the jack of clubs. There's the king falling, and when the other club falls, then we have 12, and I believe that gives us the rest of the cards, right? We had a heart winner, so we end up making 11, making 3 no trump plus 2. Right? So that was a double finesse. We finessed the clubs twice, and you can see that the king was in one hand, the queen was in the other. And when you have a double finesse, it can work. You need to have cards that are getting promoted. And something I don't say often enough is that when we finesse, when we play our honors, we want to play them in a manner that promotes other cards. All right. So double finesse worked because we had the jack 10-9. 6 and 8 is 14. Lead a heart, open a heart, and we get a 2 hearts. Now, what gives me pause about this hand here is that stiff ace of clubs. Singleton ace of clubs, any singleton aces can be worth a heck of a lot, right? They win the first trick, and then you're roughing after that, right? So it controls the suit, which makes me want to make a game try. And this is a short suit game try. They play a system, three-way game tries, maybe 4-way. This one, trump plus 1, says I have a shortness someplace, and is that going to get us to game? The 2 no trump says, well, where's it at? And I say, well, it's in the club suit. And then he bids diamonds. Now this is just a help suit try, right? He's got at least 3 of them, and to the queen, 3 diamonds with at least the queen. And at that point, it's like, there's too much talking for me. I'm ready. We go to game, and we see that we have no club losers. We have 1 spade loser, and we are missing the king of diamonds. So it looks like right away like we have some sort of finesse available to us in diamonds, right? We can lead the queen or the jack, and then lead again, ultimately leading to the 10 of diamonds, and we're hoping to find the king of diamonds in the east. But even if we don't find it in the east, it'll be in west, and then our queen, whatever we have left in the queen jack 10, will have been promoted. We'll promote 2 tricks. So this is a great suit to be finessing in. We got another problem we got to deal with first, all right? Which is we are missing the ace king of hearts. Play the ace. Pretty sure we should play this ace because we want to save the other spade just in case we need to get back up there for our finessing. Hearts broke badly. We had 9 of them. So there's 1 more out there, and they're forcing us to play the king. So now we take our last heart. So here we go. Now it's time for the finesse, right? Play the queen and watch carefully what happens. We're missing the king jack. Sorry, the king 9 of the sequence, right? King is missing, and the 9 is missing. And there's the king, and there's the 9. Right, so now we have the rest of the suits. Watch the spots when you're finessing. You're growing up a suit, right? You're playing your cards in a manner that makes it possible that the rest of your cards improve, right? So keep an eye on what's falling when you're finessing. And we saw that missing 9 fall, and suddenly we get all the rest of the diamond tricks. And we're able to pitch a losing spade, rough it out, and take the rest of the tricks. and making 4+1. Always keep your eye on getting that extra over trick. Most of the games you're going to play in your life, unless you just play all the time on BBO, are going to be club games with match points. So playing clubs as match points. It's a completely different game where this extra trick here will net you better scores than figuring out how to bid every slam in the book. All right. Now here's another hand. This hand, finesse, watch those spots. Okay, so this one, this is a fun hand. This is what, this is a advanced technique that is dirt simple. It's just all there is to it. It's the easiest play in the world. We have a wonderful hand that will open 2 clubs. I generally say my 2 clubs opening, just, this is subjective and just for fun. I want to have 4 quick tricks, and I want no more than 4 quick losers. And it should be a maximum hand. And beyond that, I don't count much. Clearly, I've got maximum points. I don't even know how many. I don't care. What I have is 4 winners, 4 quick winners. Actually, I have 6, right? Ace, ace, king, queen, ace, king, 6 quick top tricks. And I can't lose 4 tricks in a row. So I don't have 4 quick losers. So to me, it's an obvious 2 club opener. We get 2 no trumps, which means they have at least 8 points. And we don't use stay a minute or anything like that here. Instead, we bid 3 hearts. Don't transfer to the weak hand, right? So I bid my heart suit. They like it. They make a key card ask. And I show them 0 or 4 key cards. Key card is the 4 aces plus the king of hearts. And he asked me for the queen of trump. Do you have the queen of trump too? And I say I do by bidding a king that is below 6 of the trump suit. So I bid the 6 clubs, showing the king goes to 6 hearts. So apparently he was looking for a king of diamonds in the king of diamonds, maybe thinking about grand slam. Of course, it might be all giving him too much credit. No, he had a doubleton in diamonds. He had the ace of diamonds. So do we have a shot at 7? Well, maybe. But all we need is 6, so I don't even think about it. We don't have any spade losers. We don't have any club losers. But we do have 2 diamond losers. And not only that, we look at the cards we're missing in the diamond suit. Right? Nothing that's going to promote for us. We don't have the jack. We don't have the 10. We don't have the 9. We have none of those good intermediary cards that we've talked about in weeks past that we want to grow up. They're just not here. Right? So we're in danger of losing 2 diamonds, except we're not at all. Notice we have 10 trump. And this is a condition that comes up usually when you have 9, 10 trump, right? Then you're obviously happy, but it means that you can pull trump. You need to pull one more, right? And we can have trump in both hands still. And what I'll do is I'll go over and basically I'm just going to clean up all of the suits except the diamonds. Okay. This is called elimination. I'm eliminating the other suits. Now, if you thought we were going to take a diamond finesse, you're wrong. We don't want a diamond finesse here. We want them to lead to us. We did this in a hand just before, right? Where we controlled who made the next lead. And we do that simply by covering whatever West plays. And now East has to win. And once East has to win, now he either has to lead a diamond back to the ace-queen, in which case we get both, or he plays another suit. And since we've eliminated all the other suits, we can simply pitch in one hand and rough in the other. That means that we don't need to take a finesse ever. We don't care about the finesse. We got to pitch a loser, and then we rough out the rest. Tell me that didn't look simple. That is the simplest play, and we can all, once you start seeing eliminations, you see them everywhere. Once you start seeing how that play happens, you see it and hand after hand after hand, where if you can control the lead, you can get an extra trick. And an elimination is kind of the king of that, where you completely control it. You look like a stud when you're doing it. I don't know what else to say. 7, 10, 13, 16, 17, but it's all for show because anybody can do it. Eliminate the other suits and make sure that that you get the right hand on lead. So another looking for a 4-card major, and once again we don't have it. We get to 3 no trump. We have the ace king of spades, the king of hearts, the ace queen jack. Oh, we have all the clubs, right? So we have 5 club tricks, 2 diamond tricks is 7. We have 8, 9 with the spades. Now by now I'm sure you recognize that we're never going to be happy with just 9 tricks. So the question is, where can we find another one? The answer is the diamond suit. But look at the hearts. Once again, we have the problem with where do we want to finesse to? We don't want to finesse so that East has a chance of winning. We don't want to play the 4 diamonds to the 10 of diamonds. If we lose to the queen of diamonds, then he can lead back through the hearts, and we're assuming he has the ace of hearts, queen of hearts, jack of hearts. God, he could have a bunch of hearts, and then we'll go down. Right? But that doesn't mean we have to give up on getting an extra diamond trick. It just means we have to take the finesse into the safe hand. Right? See, if East puts the queen down there, we'll cover it with the king, and we're still safe. This way, if we happen to lose to the queen, that's fine. We didn't, right? Which means East has the queen. And now we can simply get an extra trick. We got a diamond trick that we weren't going to get unless we worked on it, unless we took that finesse. It was a finesse for an over trick. We run out all those beautiful clubs, pitch the jack of diamonds, and we can lead over to the king of spades. East doesn't have any spades, so all the spades are in West's hand, as we thought they might be. But he's pitched a few of them now. So we don't want to sacrifice the king of hearts unnecessarily. Plus, we know who's going to win this trick, right? We're controlling the lead again. We know that East doesn't have a spade. So when we play a spade, we know that West has to win it, right? Now the king of hearts is once again protected. The only question is whether West is going to have to lead us a heart. And partners say, why were you saving 2 hearts? Why didn't you pitch that other heart? And he's like, I wanted to catch the king. I wanted to catch the king between my ace queen. But instead, he gets end played in hearts, right? And we make 11 tricks, and we started off with 9. And we did that by simply finessing into the correct suit, the correct hand. 8, 11, 7 is 18. So on our no trump ladder, we start by bidding 1 of something, and then jumping to 2 no trump, showing 18 to 19 with a balanced hand. And our partner puts us in 3 no trump. So here we have the ace of spades, ace king of hearts, ace king of clubs, and then we have a lot of diamonds. This is a hand where if you play too quickly, and I got a partner that plays too quickly, it scares me all the time. If you play too quickly on this hand, you will go down. If you go, I'll cover it with the jack, and if they play the king, I'll get the ace, then you will go down, assuming that they defend well. And you go down because you need an entry to the diamonds. If whoever has the ace has ace third minimum, they will simply wait until the 3rd trick to take their ace of diamonds. Right? And so if they do that, if they hold up the ace of diamonds, you're going to need an entry back to the spade suit. And there's only one good way to do that. You've got to play low here and take the ace. Right? The king of spades is still out there, but you can drive out the spade after you've driven out the ace of diamonds. See, he's holding up to the third time, which means I don't have a diamond left in my hand to lead to him. Right? You hold up 3 times, and you've cut the communication, but for the fact that we made the right decision to trick 1. Now I can simply lead a spade up. They take their king, but I win anything they send back, and I have a lead to my jack diamonds and 10 of diamonds. So that was a situation where they offered you a finesse on the first trick, right? They offered you a finesse on the very first trick. And if you took it, you would go down. Because East will not, here I'll show you as soon as we get to the end of the hand here. And they didn't split, so we're going to lose a club. Making 10, good score. But look at the spade suit. If you go up with the queen of spades, a good defender will not cover it. He'll play low, let you win that queen of spades, right? Because he wants to cover your last honor. He doesn't want to cover your first honor. He doesn't want to promote your honor that he can see. He wants to cover your last honor. We all here cover an honor with an honor, and it comes with a huge caveat, which is cover an honor with an honor if it's going to promote something in your hand or if it's going to promote something in your partner's hand. But you otherwise don't cover an honor with an honor. There's no point in it. I mean, you can do it, but all you're doing is promoting their cards, which doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. Right? So if you played the queen here, he would duck. You'd win that one, and then he would hold up his ace of diamonds until the third trick. Right? Then he'd take the ace of diamonds and set off on his merry way, trying to get some other tricks, and you'd win, and you would lead a spade up to your queen. Right, and he would put the king on it, and there goes your entry. Right, you can win if you win the queen, win one of those on the first trick, and you won't win it when you need to win it. So turn down the finesse. Those are called free finesses, by the way. I think it's in there. I think they're ironic. Every time I see a free finesse, especially on the first trick, I get very suspicious because, as we all know, nothing is free. Did I say that dramatically enough? I don't know. Nothing is free. We played this one. This was the other one that was in the north hand. And that's all of them. That's all of them. Oh, no, we didn't play this one yet. I'm sorry. I got to get back in north's hand, though. No, we play this one. This is the big cross ruff. We did the cross ruff. Okay, so those were the hands from week 7. And sorry, got a little hectic there at the beginning of class. It happens all the time, I know. I'm just kind of lose my cool. I get too many balls in the air and I can't keep it going. Should just play the robots. I'm really good at playing the robots. See you next week. Take care. Have fun.